Hi, folks. I hope that you guys are doing pretty well. So today is Sunday, the 24th of November, 2024. And in today's video, I'm going to decipher for you Psalm 128. Now, I believe that Psalm 128 is actually, are rather prophecies for the Millennium Kingdom. And I guess what gives it away is actually on verse 5 when it says that, and you shall see the good of Jerusalem all the days of your life. Now, the fact that he's saying all, okay, I think it's more implying more towards the millennial kingdom because this all here is a very general word in context of the verse. Okay, so it's actually a very general word. Um, it's not implying, uh, that perhaps this was going to happen, during the time of King David and also King Solomon, where there was peace in the land. Don't forget that afterwards, after King Solomon, the first temple went down, and also the second temple went down in 70 AD when Jesus departed, Calvary departed. So the fact that it's using the word all here, we'll go verse by verse. I think generally speaking, it's I think it's implying more towards the millennial kingdom. That the Lord shall bless thee out of Zion, meaning the Jewish people, and you shall see the good of Jerusalem all the days of your life. But they all here, generally speaking, and I'm using the word very carefully. Generally, I think it's more to do with the millennial kingdom. Because it says here all the days of your life. So yeah, it's kind of like implying that, yeah, from the millennial kingdom onwards, when Jesus is there, you know, people shall see the good of Jerusalem, and they're going to be happy from then on, from the millennial kingdom onwards. But anyway, let's go here verse by verse. Okay, blessed is everyone that feareth the Lord, that walketh in His way. Now, don't forget that the book of Revelation tells us that Jesus will be ruling with a rod of iron. Okay, so everyone is going to be fearing the Lord. Okay, now it's going to be a lot easier with the saints that are coming with Him from heaven because they are going to have glorified bodies, and they are no longer going to be under corruption. Okay, so I think this is also beginning to lay the foundation that this is actually when Jesus comes back for the millennial kingdom, to rule with a rod of iron. Blessed is everyone that feareth the Lord, okay, that walketh in His way. He's going to be ruling with a rod of iron, okay. For you shall eat the labor of thy hands. Happily shall you be, it shall be well within thee. Okay, so yeah, people will be working, and as a result of that, they will be able to eat, if you like, from the labor of their hands. I'm not sure if there's going to be some kind of monetary system or bartering. I don't really know. I doubt there's going to be a monetary system. I don't really know, but perhaps a bartering system. Anyway, I'm not really sure, but happy are you, that you're going to eat out of your own labor. Okay. Verse 3. Thy wife shall be as a fruitful vine by thy sides of thy house, thy children like olive plants round about the table. So, although this is a figure of speech, yeah, it's implying that the Jewish people are going to be very happy, with the family, with the wives, with the children. They're going to be like olive plants round about the table, almost as if saying, "Hey, everything is going to be just right." People are going to be well behaved. When Jesus is there, ruling as the Messiah, for the millennial kingdom. Verse 4, behold, that thus shall the man be blessed that feareth the Lord. Again, Jesus will be ruling with a rod of iron, and if people behave themselves, okay, they are going to be blessed, like it says here on verse 4, and also in full capitals on verse 1, blessed is everyone that fears the Lord. So if you fear the Lord and you don't commit sin, you're going to be blessed. Okay. The Lord shall bless thee, meaning Israel out of Zion. Okay. From the Temple Mount, of course. Jesus will be the King of Israel, and you shall see the good of Jerusalem all the days of your life. So I think this all here is very key and crucial to decipher this whole psalm and put it into context, into the Millennial Kingdom. I think because uh, the fact that he's saying that you shall see the good of Jerusalem all the days of your life, I think it's more generally speaking towards when Jesus is there for the Millennial Kingdom, because don't forget, like I said earlier, that both the first and the second temple went down. And during those times, people didn't see the good of Jerusalem, but the fact that they're going to see this time when Jesus comes back for the Millennial Kingdom, all the days of the Jewish people, are going to be good, the Lord shall bless them out of Zion, and all the Jewish people shall see the good of Jerusalem all the days of their life. So I think this is more generally speaking towards the millennial kingdom, promises of hope, of blessings, Yeah, you shall see the children's children and peace upon Israel again, I think this is quite general, but the fact that he's talking about peace upon Israel, I think is leaning more towards, generally speaking, the millennial kingdom. There is going to be peace once and for all when Jesus is there, ruling as a Messiah, verse 5 and 6 are very crucial in the wording, because he's saying here, you shall see the good of Jerusalem all the days of thy life. So this word here, all, is extremely crucial. And although it sounds very general, or how this verse is written, the tone, if you like, is kind of like leaning more towards, when Jesus comes back for the millennial kingdom, because we go blessed here on verse 1 and blessed here on verse 4, as he's saying, hey, if you fear God and if you don't get into sin, you are going to be blessed. You know, and so in verse 5 and 6, he's saying, hey, the Jewish people are going to be, blessed, and they shall see the good Jerusalem all the days of their life, meaning that this is going to happen more towards, generally speaking, during the millennial kingdom, because, like I said, the Jewish people suffer quite a lot, when the first and the second temples went down, and the fact that in verse 6 he is talking about peace upon Israel is, generally speaking, as well leaning more towards the millennial kingdom, when finally, it's going to be peace in Israel. So this is why I think that this Psalm 128 is leaning more towards the millennial kingdom, with announcing blessed here on verse 1 and also on verse 4, if you fear the Lord when he's there, because the book of Revelation tells us that Jesus is going to be ruling with a rod of iron, and then on verse 5, just to finish up and wrap it up, you shall see the good of Jerusalem all the days of thy life, meaning during the millennial kingdom, you're finally going to see the good of Jerusalem, and it's going to be peace upon Israel. So generally speaking, Psalm 128 is leaning more towards the millennial kingdom for the reasons of blessed, okay, that you need to fear the Lord because it's going to be ruling with a rod of iron, and people shall see the good of Jerusalem all the days of their life, and there's going to be peace upon Israel. So it's leaning more towards the millennial kingdom in my view. Alright, folks, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all later.